Hello, I'm going to describe the codes I have used in the Windows application. First of all, I need to describe that I don't have a Visual Studio here in this computer. So in this computer, I use Notepad++ to describe the code. And the second, as I said before in the previous videos, that you need to know to doing this project, you need to know more about the RSA algorithm and the crypto library and the USB library. However, first of all, in this application, in this Windows Form application, I use some variables for the classes I made, and the string and the USB. I defined the check dongle lock, which I described in the previous video. However, in this function, I create a token, a number, look like this number. I create a token, a random number, and add it to the application ID and send it back. And this is an application ID. However, then I encrypted it with the public key of the device in this class with the public key device. And save it in the encrypted RSA message, which is an array with 256 length. Then check the connectivity of the USB device and then send the request or send this encrypted message, in fact, and wait for the response from the dongle. And if received a response from the dongle, we check that response. First of all, we need to decrypt with the private key that encrypted RSA message and check the token. Okay. For the token, create token I described before. Check the token. It's very simple. Return if this t equals to the com token, this random number. There are some other parts some other function which generate the packets. For example, message. We have a message. We want to send to the dongle. We put the 0 at the first byte of that message, and the packet size or the length of the message to the second byte of the message, and the codes, which is 1 for this part, for the second part is 2, for the third part is 3, and other. Then we copy the data to the message, the latest data from encrypted RSA message to the message. And for the response, we try to manage the received message, first part, second part, and third part. Every time we receive a response, we try to copy that message to the encrypted RSA message. In the RSA encryption service I have used an RSA crypto service provider. I have used these modules, these exponents, and some other primes, and the public key, private key. I generated these parameters by OpenSSL. And also I have saved the public key of the device or public key of the dongles. Then I have used the encrypt public key device and decrypt public private key as have defined this function and used them. Okay, this is check dongle lock. Send request. Try to send the first part, and if it's successful, then send the second part, and if second part is successful, then send third part, and so on. Wait for response first part. We try to change the read timer to 10 seconds because I said before the RSR calculation may be time consuming, especially when we wait for the first part of the response. Then we get the second, third, and other parts of the response. Finally, I have created a button which I press that button, it tries to check the dongle of the lock. By checking this, if it's passed, it tries to enable continue button, for example.